Hello everyone, my name is Jadell Lee, and I'm gonna be honest, I was lost. At 19, in my second year of college, I tried to find myself in someone else. And this wasn't the first time, but I tried to find myself in a woman. I moved in with her, I enjoyed every moment with her, and yet I was still lost. And then one day she decides that it's not working for her anymore. Or better yet, I wasn't working for her anymore, and she actually kicked me out. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did feel some type of way. I was definitely in my feelings. I didn't think about the severity of the situation. I didn't even think about what was going to come next. I was just so proud in that moment, I just wanted to leave. So I went to go sleep at the Taj. No, actually, I went to go sleep at the park because I didn't have anywhere else to go. Again, I was trying to find myself in someone else, and I found myself sleeping in a park, sharing a can of beans with a homeless gentleman. And I could have never have imagined my being homeless at 19, my being homeless in college. And it was in that moment that I realized you can't find yourself in someone else. Now, this didn't hit me until it got dark. My phone was about to die and it started to get a little cold. And as a person, this was the first time I could see myself in retrospect as an adult. I couldn't blame anyone. I couldn't even feel sorry for myself. I just had to keep going. And that was hard. So the next day I went to class. I didn't know where to leave my things, so I left them with a friend, and unable to do laundry, you could literally smell my socks through my shoes. And then I was so broke that I would ask my friends for some of their lunch. Now, all of this while pursuing my education. And make no mistake, I wanted to finish. I was determined to finish because I believed that if I finished, that all of this would be over, that the struggle wouldn't be so real. So I did. I graduated. I got that degree. I walked that stage and I felt good. And then I started couch surfing. Again, thinking that if I finished, that all of this would be over. I still ended up on someone else's couch. And again, I just wanted to be over. I wanted it to be done. And I believed that something would come of it. So I just kept pursuing my dream. And at the time, I thought my only dream was dancing. So I became a professional. I got signed to a professional talent agency. I got to meet and work with some incredible people, and it was awesome. The challenge was I was always broke. I could never settle or get settled anywhere, and I always felt like I was coming and going. And even though I was getting what I thought I wanted at the time, it was never enough. Now, during this time, I decided to leave LA and give myself roughly 5 years to figure out what area of dance to focus on, couch surfing and all. And because I had nothing to lose, I went for it all. I became a professional dance educator, a professor. I became a touring adjudicator, a published author, even an entrepreneur. And now, a public speaker. And after all of this, it finally hit me. It's all just as important. My being caught up in relationships, my being homeless, my not trying to give up, all helped me to discover the importance of developing an authentically balanced lifestyle. I learned an authentically balanced lifestyle was important. It's important because it helps you understand, it helps you see that things will come in part. Mental, emotional, spiritual, even physical. It's learning how to balance all of who you are. It's discovering all the things that make you, you, and understanding that everything is just as important. For example, your emotional health is just as important as your career goals. Your career goals are just as important as your spiritual health, even your mental health. Now, the key is learning how to balance it all out so that you become your most authentic self. Even your physical health, it's just as important. And I've learned the challenge is discovering what's important to you. Now, for me, what was important was making a lasting impact. I love helping people grow and develop. I love seeing people become versions of themselves that they can be proud of, that they can be excited about, that they can look forward to To someone else, it might be going out, getting a good grade, going out and becoming that high-powered success that they always envisioned for themselves, or simply preparing and supporting their family. But I've learned that even in all of that, everything matters. You cannot neglect your mental or your emotional or even your spiritual health as you aspire to reach your goals. Now, I can say this because even in my wanting to see myself complete, I had to learn I could not neglect seeing myself in any other area, that I had to include my mind, my body, even my soul. Again, I had to balance it out. Why? Because you're always continuing to grow. You're always evolving. So even in my making a lasting impact, I had to learn how to get out of my own way, how to raise my self-confidence, and how to start believing in myself, which is in fact a part of self-care. I mean, even now, I'm in a season of preparation, which I've learned preparation affects every other dimension of yourself. If you want to be successful, you have to prepare. If you want to go out and get good grades, get a degree, you have to prepare. I mean, if you want a hearty lunch at the end of the day, you have to prepare. And what I'm learning is, even as I'm becoming an authentic version of myself, those dimensions are always going to expand. And in that, God is always going to introduce something new. There are 3 steps to developing an authentically balanced lifestyle. Step 1, recognize what is important to you. In recognizing what's important to you, this simply means identifying or even discovering what you desire to see for your life, what you desire to see for yourself, and striving to be bold in pursuing your goals. Now, over time, I've learned pursuing your goals, it requires confidence. It requires courage. That even in that, you'll discover areas of lack. You'll discover growth opportunities. Now, I'm going to implore you, I'm going to encourage you, pursue those opportunities. In those opportunities, you become your most authentic self. Which leads us to step 2, recognize that you cannot neglect one area of growth for the other. In recognizing you can't neglect one area of growth for the other, you understand that things will come in part. That each season of your life will reveal something new within you. It will reveal something new about you, and in that, you'll discover just how dynamic you are, just how resilient you are, how creative, how amazing you are, that you're in fact not a one-size-fits-all. And in that, this means believing that you're enough. And then finally, we get to step 3, recognize it all as important. And recognizing it all as important, everything, and I mean everything that you experience, whether it's good, whether it's bad, not only is important to your future success, but it contributes to who you are today. So I encourage you, I implore you to learn to value all of your experiences. Because in doing so, you become a better you begin to see all of your aspects as valuable, and you become the greatest version of yourself. So, recognizing what is important to you, recognizing you cannot neglect one area of growth for the other, and recognizing it all is important, all while embracing your story, are the 3 steps to developing an authentically balanced lifestyle. Thank you.